just gone. I was in Mr. Peace's AP Stats class last year, and all he talked about was dogs, so I don't remember how to make a match pairs design. Let me ask a friend.
Aww. Since Mr. Peace only talked about dogs at Largo, our match pairs design problem will also have something to do with dogs. So to create a match pair study testing a group of 17 dogs run faster on grass or track. This involves comparing the same subjects, in this case dogs, under two different conditions, grass and track. By doing this, we can eliminate variability between dogs and focus on the surface difference. To start this problem, we want to start with 3 boxes. The first, specific random selection, second, specific random assortment, and the last, specific results. In the first box, we're going to number each dog 1 through 17 in a random number generator. Then, we are going to pull 9 numbers, and those 9 numbers are going to go to group 1. The remaining 8 numbers are going to go to group 2. We want to make sure that there are no duplicates in these boxes. Next, we're going to flip a coin for group 1. If it lands on heads, the dogs are going to run the track first. If it lands on tails, the dogs are going to run the grass first. Group 2 is going to get the opposite selection, and we want to make sure that there are breaks between each run to avoid fatigue in the dogs. In the last box, specific results, we're going to compare the average difference in seconds to grass to track, making sure we are using specific units, like seconds. The next 2 questions both involve key vocab words. Question 2 asks us how could a confounding variable affect the study given weather change throughout the experiment. A confounding variable affects the results in the same direction, making it hard to know the true cause of the outcome. For example, let's say it rains during the experiment. Rain can make the grass muddy and slippery, which slows the dog down, but at the same time the track might stay smooth and unaffected. This situation would make it seem like dogs are faster on the track, but in reality the rain is the true cause of the difference. So avoid this, we need to control for weather conditions as much as possible during our study. Asks us how could both undercoverage and bias be present in the study. Let's address undercoverage and bias. Undercoverage happens when part of the population is left out. For example, if we only use large dogs in this study, the results wouldn't apply to smaller dogs because they were excluded in the experiment. Question 3 also asks us how bias could be present in the experiment. Bias occurs when something systematically favors one outcome. For instance, if it's raining during both trials, the track might have better drainage than the grass, giving it an unfair advantage. This could lead to biased results favoring the track over the grass.
Aww.
You want to make sure that when you are explaining bias that you specifically state which directions the results were biased in. One of the most important AP hints is to be specific. Without specifying the direction, you risk losing points. Some key takeaways from creating a match pair study are remembering the 3 steps: specific random selection through a random number generator, specific random assortment by flipping a coin, and specific results, making sure to use specific units like seconds. Important vocab includes undercoverage, which leaves out a population, bias, which favors a specific group, and confounding variables, which affect the experiment in the same direction. And that's how you make a match pairs design study. The following is a little bit of proof from real people and real data that shows that this video can be information.